I'm going to show you exactly what to get for the man in your life these upcoming holidays, whether it be your boyfriend, your husband, situationship, we won't be too nice, or just your bestie. You'll be sure to bless and impress that special someone. Or if you're a guy who doesn't know what to ask for, or you don't really know what you want, then look no further. To make this list easier for you guys too, almost every single item has been allocated to a specific budget bracket, and there's 3 of them. So although he most definitely wants a Porsche or a nice timepiece, it's about the thought that counts, not the lack of tens of thousands of pounds. And don't worry, I won't be suggesting you to buy the Lego equivalent version of that car, as you've probably seen that enough times as much as those lookalike competitions on TikTok. Also, in the case you do find a gift that you'd like to give him, most, if not all of my recommendations can be found in the description. Now, I'm a firm believer in gifts being something given towards someone that they would not typically buy themselves, but that they could greatly enjoy and also benefit from. So with that in mind, let's start with the grooming gifts. And plus, if he's your boyfriend, you'll be able to take full responsibility for that girlfriend effect transformation. So thank me later. So he's a hardworking guy and maybe worries about his hairline receding or thinning. So first we have the Dermastamp. Now this is a brilliant and inexpensive addition to any stocking. It helps stimulate blood flow to the scalp and encourages hair growth, and especially when paired with 5% minoxidil, it can be one of the best combinations to combat against hair loss. Now, while you may feel like this is similar to getting your special someone a gym membership for a celebration, it's actually just as good for prevention, but if that doesn't work, you can always blame me. Next up, we have the manicure set. Your man likely won't buy this for himself, but when he does get it and unwrap it, he will likely very much appreciate it. Especially so when the ensemble comes in a nice leather case that can be customized to multiple different colors, as well as initials can be written on them as well. Because not much else is worse than seeing long, unkempt, and dirty nails. And if you ask me, my favorite of the cases would be that smooth cognac one. If the man in your life is thinning, receding, but not quite yet ready to shave off his entire head, but still kind of wants it to look like he has a full head of hair, then you can get instant results with Nanogen hair fibers. If it's good enough for him to get it done at the barber's for that nice clean lineup, then it's good enough for you to get it for him as a small little gift. Then for the beard growers, the Brio Beardscape V2 trimmer is a great option. Precise and perfect for achieving that sharp and clean look, like the paper he'll be signing the $1 million deals from afterwards. It also saves him money at the barber, so perhaps more money for him to maybe buy you flowers. Maybe just a little something for you to keep in mind. It's also very versatile too, so it can be used on body hair as well. Just make sure he doesn't take it in the shower because it's not waterproof or resistant. There's also the Supply SC razor, which is brilliant. It's great at reducing the chances of getting nicks, cuts, and ingrown hairs, and also has quite a sleek design too, if you ask me. And like I said, we'll be having a range of different options to suit all types of budgets. So with that in mind, the next item on this list, it could be for your man or that man in your life, would be the Jove's Red Light Laser Mask. An investment worthy of its price. It's designed to last for life and help your man embrace his inner Patrick Bateman. While the skincare side, if you lived in the 21st century, or if you prefer, the skin that they achieve in those K-Skin ads. Not only can this help with anti-aging concerns like wrinkles and fine lines, but it can also help with acne, as well as hyperpigmentation, so an uneven skin tone. But the reason why I've chosen a red light mask is because it's versatile, and it can also be used on the scalp, and this can be done to promote hair growth, because there have been studies that show that red light is an effective way to help slow down and reduce hair loss. So this one is sort of a jack of all trades. Plus, it's actually more effective than the LED version that you are probably more familiar with. Though it carries a higher price tag, it's definitely more effective and the option to go for. Plus, you could always use it too. I mean, it's recommended to use it for around 15 to 20 minutes a day, so I'm sure you could fit it in to your routine as well. This one should definitely be more hyped. Now, sticking with the theme of care, skincare. I obviously do skincare, but a lot of my guy friends these past few months have asked me what's good with their skin. What's a quick and effective routine they can easily incorporate into their mornings? Even though guys have been, using girls' Olaplex set for an eternity, might I add. Starting with the affordable skincare and in the correct start to any skincare routine, and that's with a cleanser. Specifically, I like the Gentle Horus Facial Cleanser. This is one of my top choices here, and as men tend to have around 20% thicker skin, as well as oilier skin than women, this is a great option, and it'll be sure to be effective at removing any dirt and impurities, as well as giving some mild exfoliation as well, as there are some AHAs in there. So overall, great for daily use to achieve a clearer and smoother skin. Next, especially useful in the winter, is a lightweight, affordable, and hydrating moisturizer, and this one being from the Inky List, and specifically the Bioactive Ceramide Repairing Moisturizer. By the way, none of these are sponsored, but I do feel like they don't leave a greasy leftover feeling, which most guys don't like, myself included. And these two products I just mentioned are perfect for complementing his post 1000 crunch routine, as well as his facial icing to get him ready for the day or the evening. Now for the mid-tier range, there's a Kate Somerville Goat Milk Cleanser to perfectly align with his raw diet, as well as his very intense long runs on the weekend. That was satire. Unless he actually does that, but mostly the raw diet part. Anyway, as this cleanser is formulated around goat milk, it will contain and be full of AHAs, specifically lactic acid, so this will be able to provide light and gentle exfoliation for that man in your life, and this will shed the dead skin cells, allowing him to achieve a smoother and brighter skin complexion. Next essential gift for the mid-tier range in skincare, and it's none other than the Casey Skin Sea Soother Cream. I mean, I'm a guy, and I use it on the daily, and it helps ever improve my ego as my skin continuously benefits and looks better after every single use. I like this one, as I made it, but also because it contains sea buckthorn oil, which helps with breakouts and blemishes, even if they're the occasional one, and it also helps to calm the skin, as well as keep it hydrated, as well as help with any redness. And of course, no skimping over here on the packaging because it comes in a nice frosted glass jar. Now, for the section that some of us have been waiting for, that is if you didn't just skip to this section, and that is the luxury skincare section. Talking about efficient and effective, these Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. They're very simple to use. You just grab a pad and they're already pre-soaked with a blend of enzymes as well as lactic acid, and you wipe your face, your chest, your back, as well as over here on the side of your arms. This is known as keratosis pilaris. I like to call them those annoying little bumps on your arms, but most guys will actually have this, especially if they go to the gym or work out and do sports, and then after that you can enjoy a nice even and smoother skin texture. Then ending off this bougie category calls for a bit of a gustiness bader. I mean, it's in the name, guys. More specifically, the Rich Cream. A moisturizer that addresses not only a lack of hydration, but also a myriad of other skin concerns, such as the appearance of hyperpigmentation, as well as the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Suitable for a bougie boy who indulges in a bit of stud guy content and whose favorite show is either Succession or Industry. It's one of the two. Now, besides skin and grooming, the perfect way to have this man in your life stand out from the crowd, though in a non-visual way this time, is with what we can say some scent enhancement. We're talking about fragrance. I think the idea of getting a single fragrance as a gift for someone is out for 2025. Trust me, get this man an array of fragrances. You know, the nice sample ones that are intentionally made as, let's say, discovery sets. They come in nice packaging. This also helps if you're not sure what fragrance they like, or if you know what fragrance they like, but you know they're looking to try something new, or you think they would like something new, this is the perfect way to do that. And as well as this, it allows for more flexibility in them being able to match their fragrance with either their vibe, their mood, or their outfit for that day. So there's your Jo Malone London Cologne collection with their choice of 5 scents, which is almost equal to a normal size 50 milliliter bottle. Then there's Deep Teak with their set of 5 eau de parfum, which are beautifully packaged. Creed with their Woody Inspiration sample set. This brand has been hyped up by men, justifiably so he should cherish this one. Penhaligon's with their best sellers. Huge variety in this one. And lastly, if you couldn't tell, this guy's a classy man. So Molton Brown with their Fresh and Opulent Fragrance Discovery set. Though if you would still prefer to buy this man a full-size bottle, then for the budget option, we have the Eau de Parfum from Burberry for man. It's got a warm and subtle blend of violet leaves, musk, and tonka bean. I did just take that from their website, but if you're asking me for a real life experience on how it smells very nice and classy. Also something to note, you usually can't go wrong with Burberry. Next up, the one I'm currently wearing at the moment, Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb Black Leather Fragrance. So like I said, this is my main one at the moment, and from what I've read, it's being described as being bold and intense. I like to use this one for dinners, nights out, or honestly wherever I am in the evening. I'm also a big fan of the packaging. Will probably turn some heads, but also it's long lasting, so I would definitely recommend this one. And obviously they will come in different sizes, so the smaller one will be more affordable than the bigger one, so if you're not sure, but you still want to get a full-size bottle, then that would obviously be a good option. Then in the luxury category, one of the best for that bougie babe, either a Kilian Paris cologne or a Tom Ford fragrance. Preferably my one is the Oud Wood. Luxurious, yes. Able to be gatekept when people inevitably ask you what fragrance you're wearing? Also yes, and because of their blends, they're able to be worn for both daily sophistication as well as special occasions. These are also on my wish list, so I'd love to know if any of you guys have any, or any from the collection, which one are your go-tos, and what you like about them. And just more generally, to view more of these discovery sets, there are a lot of sites that you can look up as well. You've got the one that everyone knows, Sephora, you've also got Fragrance X, or Fragrance Net, and they often offer sample sizes of popular fragrances. Then there's ScentSplit for decants of niche and luxury fragrances, and the Perfume Society, which sells fragrance discovery boxes and those sample kits in the UK. So really, there's a bunch to choose from, and if you look hard enough and spend some time, then you'll be bound to find one or a few that he would like. Now for fashion, and we're going to be talking about functional fashion because this man in your life needs to be on his top game every single day. So with that being said, let's start with satin or silk pillowcases. A classic navy black, gray, or even let's say a striped blue set. Solid choice and ideal for almost every man. They not only go with anything, but they're also highly breathable, meaning they'll be less likely to harbor a buildup of dirt and bacteria bacteria, and thus they'll have a positive effect on his skin. Again, something he wouldn't buy for himself, but something that he would definitely see enjoyment from and benefit from as well. Sticking to this idea of satin and silk materialed goods, we have satin pajamas. This is one of the later additions to this gift guide, but I thought it was relevant and quite funny because my friend's sister got him a pair, and since then he's not taken them off, and he could not have said better things. Loads of brands are great for the budget option. You have Uniqlo, they're popular for their basics and they do great stuff, as well as Boohoo Man, and then H&M, you know, probably more on the fast fashion side, but they also have some nice looking stuff as well. And these are great for getting in that cozy and winter spirit. Calvin Klein has a lot of cool products in the mid-range tier, and I'll vouch for a lot of their products being quite cool and great quality. Lastly, for high end, still though quite reasonable for a set of pajamas, and that is from Bound of London. They had quite fun and classy colorways, and then there was also Silky Silk for that more glossy finish and, you know, the more classic colorways. Now, what's worse than getting a bad gift? Nothing. But the thing that this next thing solves is probably close second, and that is migraines. The migraine relief cap is a bit of an unusual addition to this list, I will say, but based on my research, cold intervention is effective to reduce migraine pain instantly. So this has a potential to be great for those days. We all know those ones. And also potential to be great for the mornings after Thirsty Thursdays. Definitely gonna have to add this to my list. Now, as I was finishing up this ultimate men's gift guide for health and wellness and grooming necessities, I had recently seen this and I had to add it in because I thought it was sick, and I also thought it could be quite useful as well, especially in this category. And that is a weighted blanket. And yep, it is what it sounds like. It's a weighted blanket, and this has actually been known to help reduce stress as well as improve sleep. So get this man one of these. Now, on average, they should be around 10% of his body weight, and brands like Simba as well as Gravity can be bought through Amazon too. So even better for a last minute gift. And lastly, I thought I'd throw in a bit of a classic gift, which is always good, and that's an experience, because you usually can't put a price on these. And that's why I've chosen a spa day, because whatever budget you're working with, you'll be able to find a nice spa experience to match it. The spa day can be a day by the pools, it can be by the hot tubs, but the one that I would choose specifically would be towards a massage. Groupon, local spas, gyms, they offer loads of discounts, rates, and deals that you can get for spas, so why not book a spa day for two? And what better way to end a long day for both of you, both thinking of those gifts to get him as well as him opening those gifts, than getting a spa day together. And for a bit of inspiration, Champneys is lovely, offering those indulgent one-night spa getaways at locations across the UK. And with one of these packages, you'll have access to the pools, the spas, the hot tubs, as well as hopefully some massages, and on top of that, some gym classes, and hopefully a nice meal or two, as well as some nice drinks to end it off. And that's the gift guide. Let me know if you'd like me to do different parts of this, more iterations, but you know, maybe some different topics, and I can make some short form versions, as this was quite fun to film. Best of luck. Of course, let me know any reactions that are had when you give these gifts. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next video.